I'm 54 and I'm going to tell you what nobody told me when I was 30 years old, but I wish they would have. You're not behind. You're just exhausted from holding everything up by yourself. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to apologize for wanting more. And you're not too late. You're just getting started. Stop waiting for permission to change your life. You don't need it. Some people won't make it into your next season, and that's okay. You can change your life radically in 5 years, but it starts with telling yourself the truth now. You can grieve the life you thought you would have and still build something better. God's not done with you. He's about to reroute everything. Take the trip. Leave the man. Wear the damn dress. You're still beautiful. You always were, even when you didn't believe it. Let the friendships fade. Let your body change. Let your priorities shift. That's not failure. That's becoming. And one more thing, that little voice inside of you that says, there has to be more. She's right. Just wait, sis. Your future self is gonna blow your mind. Hope that helps.
Welcome back to Pretty Girl Rich Era, the space where we glow, grow, and get real. Hey, pretty girls, pretty ladies, pretty women. Today we're talking about some powerful life lessons that so many women learn way too late. Things that could have saved us time, energy, and heartache if only we knew sooner. So, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or beyond, let this video be your sign to level up now and not later.
Here's a hot take that I wish I learned before I turned 25. If you take a year of your life to really lock in on your goals, work on yourself, focus on investing in your appearance, focus on investing in your education, focus on investing in your relationships, that 1 year will transform the rest of your life. It will set you up to become a pretty wealthy woman.
It makes me mad that women learn this lesson too late, when they can't do anything about it. Look at her. She's 27 years old and she is gorgeous. She is walking with her boyfriend, but she could have any man she wanted. The 40-year-old millionaire likes her. The 35-year-old entrepreneur likes her. Wherever she walks by, people stare, and she could replace her boyfriend tomorrow for someone 15 times richer than him. Now, she wants to be with her boyfriend. She is betting on a life together. But let's imagine her boyfriend brainwashes her and convinces her that marriage isn't necessary, and she doesn't realize that as time goes by, the dating pool balance will favor him. Here is the typical tragedy. A few years have now gone by and they're both 27. They have 2 kids. She once had a promising career which she gave up to care for the children. He is a smart and hard-working man, and he is now CEO of the company he works for. If they were to split up today, for her being 37 years old and with 2 kids, it would be hard to find an interesting partner, however. Look at him. No one used to look his way before, but now that he is CEO, he makes lots of money. He has a lot of status, and he is still young and in shape. Back then, no one wanted him, but nowadays at work and at the gym, women go crazy over him. A few years back, he told her that marriage wasn't necessary, that it was just a role imposed by society. And today he says that he doesn't feel the same towards her, conveniently, just as the dating pool balance is in his favor. It is now a bit late, but 12 years ago she should have told him, "Hey, I am young, I am pretty, and I have a promising career. I have tons of men wanting to get with me, but I want you. I want to spend a lifetime with you. If you want the same thing, let's sign a contract called marriage, in which today I say bye to all the men that want me, and you say bye to all the women that don't want you today, but will want you in the future. If you do not want this, then it's fine. Just don't make me waste my time, because right now I am young and have tons of options, and I can find someone who is sure about me and wants the same thing I do, someone who wants to commit. In 5 years, I won't be in this position, and in 10 years even less. So tell me, is it in your future plans to marry me or not?"
I learned these 3 things in my early 20s, and you will too, one way or another. Trauma doesn't just disappear. It disguises itself as your type. If you don't confront your pain, it'll pick your next relationship for you. Daddy issues, you'll find yourself with emotionally unavailable men and swear it's chemistry. If you never faced your mother wounds, you'll resent strong women and obsess over the ones who coddle you. That is not love. That is your nervous system chasing what feels familiar, not what's healthy. You either do the work and break the pattern, or you stay in the cycle, blame everyone else, and bleed on people who didn't cut you. And that brings me to my second point. Just because they knew the old you doesn't mean they deserve access to the new you. Some of the folks you grew up with will fall silent when they start to see you rise. Not because you switched up, but because they did it. Familiarity breeds entitlement. And when they can't reach the version of you they were comfortable with, they get bitter. Allow them to be bitter. Stop confusing history with loyalty. Because loyalty without respect or reciprocity, that is self-betrayal. Even Jesus couldn't perform miracles in his hometown. So no, you're not required to shrink just to make people who've outgrown their access feel comfortable. And finally, stop trying to make sense of people who don't make sense. Stop losing sleep over folks who aren't well, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. There are people walking around with undiagnosed disorders, deep personality dysfunction, and zero self-awareness. It's not your job to decode narcissism and dysfunction. If someone can't communicate, lacks basic empathy, or treats you like you're the problem every time you set a boundary, believe them the first time. Stop analyzing. Start accepting. Pray for them. Offer them resources if you feel led, but protect your time, your energy, and your mind. This is your daily reminder that some people don't need another chance. They need therapy. And you need peace. Stay healthy and wealthy.
Before we go any further into the rest of the video, here are some examples of things women learn too late. 1. Putting yourself first isn't selfish, it's survival, and it's also peace. Not everyone deserves access to you just because they want it. If he wanted to, he would. If they wanted to, they would. This even comes down to family not inviting you places or just acting funny with you, period. You can't heal in the same environment that broke you. You need to get away and out of sight, out of mind, basically. Financial independence gives you real freedom. Oh my goodness, I will scream this to the rooftops. Financial independence gives you real freedom. Point blank, period. Silence is a response. Stop over explaining. No is also a complete sentence. Love is not enough. Compatibility, communication, and consistency matter. Time is your most valuable asset. Stop wasting it on people who drain you. Trust actions, not words. You're allowed to outgrow people. The soft life requires hard boundaries. I hope those gave you just some ideas of what's to come in the rest of the video. And now let's get back into it.
At the age of 54, I know for sure that these are 5 harsh truths you absolutely need to hear before you turn 40. Your life is a direct reflection of what you've tolerated, what you've allowed, what you've delayed, and what you've settled for. If you don't like it, change it. Change what you've allowed. It's not too late. Healing is optional, but accountability is not. At some point, you have to stop blaming your past, your childhood, your upbringing for where you are now. Your childhood wasn't your fault, but your adulthood is your responsibility. Your fear of starting over is keeping you in a life you secretly hate. Comfort is the real trap. You don't need more time. You've had time. What you need is the discipline and the guts to face the truth about your habits. You're not confused. You're just scared to admit what you already know, because knowing would mean you'd have to do something about it. It's your life. Hope that helps. I'm 54, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's the value of time. Let's talk about the version of you that's wasting your time, because these are some hard truths they don't put in the self-help books. The I'll do it tomorrow habit is the reason your life looks the same every month. Passive income won't save you from active inconsistency. You want success, but you live like a spectator. You can't build $1 million life with $10 decisions. The life you want requires a new identity, not just new habits. You don't need more hours in the day, you need better decisions. Stop rearranging your schedule and rearrange your standards. You can't live a disciplined life with a distracted mind. You're too available for people who don't value you and too absent for the version of you that would change your life. You romanticize the glow up, but you're allergic to the grind. Every single dollar that you waste proves that you're not ready for the life that you're praying for. If your calendar doesn't match your goals, neither will your results. You've convinced yourself you're almost ready for the last 3 years. Time to get moving. Hope that helps.
A man will treat you according to the value he sees in you. Meaning, if he believes you're the most wonderful woman he's ever met, you'll see his dedication and devotion to you. But if he seems confused and not consistent, it's because his intentions with you aren't clear to himself. Because someone who believes they found a diamond doesn't treat the diamond like a regular stone. But remember that this has nothing to do with your worth, okay? It has everything to do with the way he perceives you. And that is harsh truth number 1 about men. My name is Ismael Gomez. I'm a coach, writer, and speaker. And ladies, today I'll discuss 13 harsh realities about men that women often learn too late. Listen to each one of them carefully because I promise you, it will stop you from experiencing disappointment, confusion, and heartbreak in the future. Okay, so let's begin. Number 2, he won't love you unconditionally. Ladies, never expect unconditional love from a man, okay? This is something that ends up causing a lot of suffering in many women. If you think that someone will love you no matter what, no matter if you fail to meet his needs, neglect his feelings, or disregard the balance of give and take in the relationship, you will be setting yourself up for disappointment. Unconditional love is for your children, your parents, your dog, but romantic relationships are built on mutual benefits, whether emotional, physical, or social. By the way, this applies to women as well, okay? I remember my grandmother told me once the same advice. She said, never expect a woman to love you unconditionally. And I was like, what do you mean, abuela? I don't understand. And she said, if tomorrow you are thrown in prison for life, okay, whether innocent or guilty, no woman will put up with that. Only your mother and I will be there every week to see you. And I laugh now because old people always come up with the most extreme scenarios to prove a point, but there's a lot of truth in what she said, so always remember that principle. Number 3, insecure men will destroy you. An insecure man will try to destroy the things he loves about you. Why, you may ask? Because he knows that other men are attracted to the same qualities that he noticed in you. So if you're playful, charismatic, and have a great circle of friends, many times he will isolate you and slowly dim your light. And once you become codependent and boring, he will say that he lost attraction for you, without even understanding that he was the one who caused it. So always remember this. Whoever you were when he first met you, that's what attracted him to you. So don't let anyone mold you into what they believe is best for you. Number 4, transformation after wealth. In their 20s or early 30s, a lot of guys settle down with a woman because she's the best option that they can find at that moment. They find someone who treats them well and who they think will be a good wife, so they marry her. But once a man starts making some serious money, okay, which for the average guy usually happens around their 40s, things often change big time. Suddenly, he starts getting attention from women who never noticed him before. And now curiosity starts kicking in, plus a midlife crisis thinking that he doesn't want to miss out. So the woman that they married when they were young, who seemed like the best that they could do at that time, may not fit into their new picture of success. Number 5, will lie about cheating. You can find a video of your partner cheating on you, okay? And many guys will say that someone made that up with AI. You can walk into your house, catch him on your bed with another woman, and he will say that she drugged him, that he was unconscious, he doesn't even remember how he got there. I mean, I've seen it all. If you think that most men will just admit, hey, listen, I messed up, okay? I cheated, I take full responsibility for my actions, and I will work on myself to stop this from happening again. Ladies, that barely happens. And don't get me wrong, okay? Those cases do exist. I've witnessed some guys who really, made a change in their lives and worked it out with their spouse, but that's 1 in a million. Most men would rather face death than admitting they betrayed you. Number 6, he doesn't care about you being nice. If you meet a man who's truly in love with his partner, you know what you will never hear him say? Oh, I love her because she's the nicest woman I've ever met. You know when you actually hear those words? When somebody leaves you. Ah man, I broke her heart, but she was so nice to me. You see, when men are looking for what they want in a woman, being nice isn't usually top of the list. It's like, sure, it's great to have someone who's polite and all, but that's just expected, okay? They take it as a given. What really matters to them are things like intelligence, a good sense of humor, having shared interests, and of course, physical attraction and an emotional connection. Number 7, great guy doesn't equal great husband. Some men are wonderful individuals, okay? Everyone loves hanging out with them. Their friends think that they're the best and their family adores them. But when it comes to being a great husband, it's a whole different ballgame. Being a great husband isn't just about being a great friend or, fun to be around. It involves qualities like communication skills, the ability to compromise, and a commitment to supporting and nurturing the relationship in ways that go beyond surface level interactions. Which reminds me of someone in my family, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she always says about her ex-husband, he's the most wonderful guy that you will ever meet. Just make sure that you don't marry him. Number 8, has no direction in life. No woman will ever be good enough for a man that doesn't know what he wants. If a man lacks purpose, if he's not driven by his work, his goals and dreams, if he's not passionate about the type of man that he wants to become, then how can you expect him to be passionate about you? If a man is constructing his life as a garden and then he knows everything that he wants in it, then the moment that he sees a flower, he will appreciate it. But if he doesn't know what he's building for himself, then he will only seek you for relaxation and not inspiration. Number 9. Watch out for the chasers. Many men don't want a relationship. Ladies, they want the chase and the conquest. Understand that a secure man will never chase. He'll express that he's interested in you, okay? But if you start playing hard to get or any manipulative games, he will direct his attention somewhere else. A man that chases you intensely is someone who likes the feeling of pursuing what's out of his reach. So once he has you, a few months or a few years may pass, but eventually, in most cases, he'll have the drive to chase someone else again. Number 10. Will judge your body count. Most people, both men and women, say that they want to know everything about your past, okay, including how many sexual encounters you've had. However, once you disclose all the details, it usually causes a lot of friction in the relationship. And ladies, I'm all about honesty, okay? But you don't have to reveal every explicit detail, like every guy that you kissed and who was the best kisser. And I know that some of you do this to poke a man's ego, to make him jealous. And even though you might get his attention in the moment, in the long run, it would only lead to toxicity and unhealthy dynamics in the relationship. Number 11. Will replace you instantly. As a man, I've experienced being replaced in the past, okay? Women who walked away and quickly moved on to another guy. Usually though, when it comes to women, this process is gradual, okay? It often takes a few months or even years for the relationship issues to emerge. It's like there's a slow buildup of tension and dissatisfaction that eventually leads to a breaking point. However, it's usually different in male behavior. For many guys, it can happen in a flash, okay? They'll meet someone new one night, feel completely infatuated, and the next day, they're out the door. And you have no idea what happened or how it happened because you never saw any signs. Number 12. He's been brainwashed by X-rated content. Many men develop unrealistic expectations about their partners due to exposure to X-rated content from an early age. Imagine teenage boys already consuming these things, and this is usually their first experience in sexual education outside of what they learn from family or school. There's a lot of research indicating that frequent consumption of such content can lead to dissatisfaction in relationships, as men may compare their partners to unrealistic standards portrayed online. And final, number 13, they value freedom. Men value their freedom above everything else. We place a high value on our independence and personal space. A man feels his power is being taken away if a woman forces him to commit or show love to her. He needs to do it on his own. He needs to feel that he can leave in order to stay. And let me give you an analogy so you understand better. He needs to walk into a movie theater and see the exit sign behind him so he can leave if he wants to, but he decides to stay because the movie is so captivating and worth watching that he wants to experience it until the end. Alright ladies, those are the 13 harsh realities about men that women often learn too late. For those of you who are more experienced, let the younger women know in the comments which ones you've experienced yourself so they can see the evidence and learn from you as well. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I'm glad that you chose me to learn about self-love, dating and relationship dynamics, because like I always say, for your relationships to change, you need to change. Have a beautiful day.
Okay, pretty girls, these are my final tips to end with. Before you go, here are 3 reminders every woman should carry with her. 1. You are not behind. You're on your own timeline. 2. Romantic love isn't the peak. Self-love is. And I can't stress this one enough. When you reach that self-love stage, oh my goodness. Romantic partners, they gonna automatically know they got to come with something. 3. Your glow up starts the moment you decide you deserve more. If this video hit home for you, don't just watch, apply it. And if you're ready to start becoming that woman, grab your copy of the 30-Day Glow Up Journal, linked in the description, of course. This is your Pretty Girl Rich era. Own it, protect your peace, choose your power, and always remember, the soft life is earned, not given.